Loyalty. It's a word that means a lot to the Cali Kid. Loyalty of my team members, the Fist. I thought you had my back. We talked about trust. I formed the Fist. It was on my back, my talent, that I carried it. And now all of you turn on me. Turn on me because you're saying I dropped the ball. I'm the one who gets a shot at running with the ball for a reason. You turned on me. Loyalty, even the heart and soul of the Fist. We're that close, me and Baron von Lecter, turns on me. Obviously they speak better German than I do. Loyalty. I guess I have to have loyalty to myself from now on. And I'm putting all of the members of the so-called new Fist on notice. I'm the creator. I brought the Fist around, and I can disassemble it just as quick. And whether it's piece by piece or all at once, the Cali Kid is going to take you out of CSW.
Welcome fans to Culture Shock Wrestling Viral. I am Mike Roycroft, joined once again by the esteemed and occasionally blinded Damian Hendricks. Yeah, you really got to get that looked at. As we saw a recap at the top of the show, Cali Kid getting kicked out of Fist and jumped by all of them. Victor Crew has basically accomplished a palace coup here. He has taken over.
That's right, this guy has come in, he's kicked Cali Kid to the curb, and he is the newest leader of the Fist. Speaking of which, being not only newest leader of the Fist, he's also #1 contendership for the Viral Championship. You want to know how that happened? Take a look at these slides. Look at these photos here. Look at Victor Crew in this match.
Yeah, it's something else. 6-man elimination match. Every man in for himself. Logan Page, Chuck Diamond, David Prime, Victor Crew, Ghetto Brown, and Nick Francis all going at it. But of course, the guy coming out on top, the new leader of the Fist and your new #1 contender for the Viral title, Victor Crew.
This guy's got a new mean streak about him, Mike. I'm loving it.
I'll tell you what, he's really on a roll. And as if that's not enough Victor Crew for your eyes and ears, now we're going to go to the ring and watch Cali Kid take on the entire Fist, including their new leader, Victor Crew.
This is like a death sentence for Cali Kid. I don't know what's going through his mind. I don't know what makes him think that he can go out in the ring 1 guy against 5. It's just going to be a murdering out there.
Well, always the master strategic person there, Cali Kid. Let's see what tricks he's got up his sleeve.
Once again, a sight all too familiar to us. The Fist observing the carnage they've left in the ring. The gang warfare intensified as Victor Crew has performed that palace coup here and taken over the Fist from Cali Kid, Damian.
That's right, he's taken over, and ever since he has, he's been running roughshod here in CSW.
I was going to tell you about it.
You see this massive humanity you see a pile of this lead when you line them up for us that easy. Now CSW, we have some unfinished business with your newfound hero, the California Kid. But I bet, considering where he's from, he'll understand this. Ain't got the huevos to come out here.
Well, here he comes. The odds are against him, Damien.
That's right. Former leader of the Fist, Cali Kid. He took his lashings. And we saw Victor Cruz step up as leader. Now we see an all-new Cali Kid here.
Yeah, kind of amazing how the fans have taken back to him here. I gotta question the sanity of this, quite frankly. Is Cali Kid so full of himself to think that he can single-handedly take out all 5 of these guys?
I'm glad you agree with me, Mike.
Well, that's just some common sense talk there.
That's right. I guess
I didn't lose any vision in the process either.
the fans here are so against the Fist that they're willing to get behind a soaked wet rat here in Cali Kid.
Well, I mean, I think everyone's always respected the abilities of Cali Kid, but it's going to take a lot more than just ability to fight off 5 men of this caliber, of this size, of this power, and of this ruthlessness, and just complete disregard for anything but themselves.
Power of the Fist.
And here we go, starting off with the man he used to call the heart and soul of the Fist, Baron von Lechter. Cali Kid thought he had a special relationship with this guy. Well, what's he trying to do now?
Is this a talking match or a wrestling match?
I think Cali Kid offering Lechter the victory here.
Maybe
that would be his way out of this beating.
Yes, maybe he's wised up and realizes instead of getting the beating of a lifetime, just lay down and accept defeat.
Cali Kid attempting to bridge the language barrier with Baron von Lechter.
You're gonna live to fight another day, Cali Kid.
1, 2, 3. Will this be? Hey, look at this! And right off the bat, it's now 4-on-1. Bye-bye, Baron von Lechter.
Well,
that's one thing about having been the leader of the Fist. He's been able to assess the intellectual capabilities of each member, and he just suckered Baron von Lechter right in there.
He completely bamboozled him.
Indeed. Baron von Lechter not looking too happy about that.
Well,
let's see who he's got next.
Okay.
Oh, speaking of not the sharpest tool in the shed here, he's got Muggs O'Malley next.
Okay, so Cali Kid using his knowledge of the Fist against them there. Alright, but Muggs O'Malley now. Here we go. Here we go. It's going to get a little more physical now.
Indeed, O'Malley taking him right to the corner. Fists and boots, choking him with the foot there.
Fist and boots and fist and boots and fist and boots.
Oh, nice reverse atomic drop there. Cali Kid bobbing and weaving.
There you go. Nope. Oh, come on, referee.
Muggs O'Malley coming up on the short end of this. Getting jarred right up the spine over and over again.
Just putting that knee where it doesn't belong, isn't he?
Well, can't blame him for not fighting fair here.
Come on.
There's nothing fair about a 4 or 5-on-1 fight.
Now
Cali Kid's going to have to pull out all the dirty tricks he's got.
That was just blatantly dirty.
I would expect nothing less from the former leader of the Fist. Would you, Damien?
Yeah, I guess you're right.
Here we go, setting up for that patented Cali Kid super kick.
But these guys used to be friends. Wouldn't you think they should fight fair amongst each other?
Like the way they did when they ganged up on him? Oh, look at that! Used Muggs O'Malley's mug there.
Well, you know,
and could it be Cali Kid racks up 2 in a row? Suddenly, the odds are not as pronounced, but he's still got the biggest guys of the bunch to go here. Darius Kane, Mr. Big, and the new leader, Victor Crew.
Okay, now here we go.
Yeah, I have to agree with you.
That's right, it says,
the danger level just intensified here for Cali Kid.
That's right, see it says muscle across the shirt there of Darius Kane. He's going to prove it. Look at the size difference.
Darius Kane is a no-nonsense hurting machine, and look at that, just paintbrushes him there. And now he's kind of playing him like a cat with a mouse.
Speaking of which, he's going to chew him up and spit him out.
Darius Kane, no joke, but look at that. Cali Kid taking advantage of a moment of inattention.
Got a little bit of that post there. Can we move that post, guys? Can we just move it? There you go. Just shake it off a little bit, Darius.
Cali Kid taking his time here. And oh my!
That's right.
Head first dive into the post. That high-risk maneuver did not pay off. Let's take a look at that on the replay, Damien. Going for it all. And really just full impact of his head and body, his full weight into the post.
Darius is no dummy looking at playing possum there. He took it. God gracious.
Cali Kid now in a bad way at the worst possible moment as he is facing off with Darius Kane, Mr. Big, and Victor Crew, who are surely going to show him no mercy. I mean, we've seen an example of that right at the top of this program there. And that Victor Crew took over. Look at that. Cali Kid bleeding already here.
Taking that forehead right to the post, busting him wide open.
There are nails sticking out of that post, I can tell you that. He could have caught one the wrong way there.
I bet he did.
And now he is in a bad way against a man who will show him no mercy in the muscle, Darius Kane.
That's right, things just got real serious. It's no more tricking anyone into pinfalls and atomic drops out the wazoo. Business is picking up.
Darius Kane going right for that cut on the forehead of Cali Kid. Like I said, he is not going to show any mercy, any humanity here.
Goodness gracious, just forcing him into the mat.
Spun him around and spiked him. Just like he got spiked in that post out there. And another one for good measure.
A little more intense that time.
Big Uranagi spinning around by Darius Kane.
Driving his weight right down to the mat with him. Just driving the air out of Cali Kid.
Kane just taking his time. Slowly working over Cali Kid.
Yeah, it's not looking so good for him anymore here, Mike.
These guys were such a cohesive unit for so long. I really have to wonder what it is that has made these men, who were comrades of Cali Kid for so long, just utterly turn on him with such hate and such a vengeance.
Well, I heard Victor Cruz offering a better Kool-Aid. That's what it is.
Yeah.
He's got the purple stuff, Mike.
I think there may be a bit of brainwash at work here on the part of Victor Crew.
Well, you know, Victor Cruz, he's probably just better all around. These guys probably follow Victor Cruz. He's probably got a better gameplay when it comes to the fist, like how they're going to take over CSW now. I'm very interested to see the direction that the fist is going to be in here now that Victor Cruz leading them.
I'm sure that's a great deal of how he sold them on this idea. Cali Kid continuing to take that punishment there from Darius Kane. Remember, this is an elimination pinfall match, folks. It's not over until either all of the members of the fist get pinned or Cali Kid does. Cali Kid, despite, I would have to say, getting really lucky or being really clever for that matter, for his first two opponents here, the numbers game has caught up with him here ever since he took that dive out into that post in the building.
That's right, being his own worst enemy there, but now Darius Kane, you can't hold it light on him. He is showing such brute force. Look at this. Dumps him outside the ring.
The strength of Darius Kane. Let's take another look at that. Just pressing Cali Kid up like a barbell and spiking him onto the floor. Cali Kid just not having much luck.
Look at him down there.
Taking to the air and hitting that side of the floor. And now Mr. Big getting his shots in.
Ooh, he is big.
Indeed. I just don't see how Cali Kid's going to pull this off at this point.
No. Darius Kane just working him over. Look at that vicious headbutt. It's going to be like getting hit by a sledgehammer.
And look at him just going straight for that cut there. The veritable crimson face of Cali Kid.
Oh.
Look at that landing too.
Yeah, he just drove him neck first into the turmoil there.
They're just toying with him. Oh, how did he kick out of that? Why did he kick out of that?
That's right. You should have just accept defeat here, Cali Kid. Live to fight another day, man.
I don't agree with you often, Damian Hendricks, but I mean, he's fighting the impossible fight here.
Man, look at the look on Darius's face. He just looks like he wants to eat him alive.
Look at the blood stains. Literally, the blood of Cali Kid on the hands of the new fist. Now Darius King setting him up for that big muscle buster.
Oh, here we
He's
go.
put so many men away with
This
this.
could be all over. Ah, gracious.
Vicious impact there on the muscle buster by Darius King.
Just folding them up
And
like
look
a
at that.
slinky.
He's going to tag somebody in and let them have some fun.
Oh, here we go.
Here comes his new leader, Victor Crew.
New leader versus old leader. Out with the old, in with the new. Right, Mike?
Well, Cali Kid's certainly been set up for a beatdown by Victor Crew here. Look at him, he can't even fight back at this point. He's been through hell and back there. Head first into the post, press slammed over the top rope onto the floor.
Now that muscle
Taking
buster.
the muscle buster, getting hit by Mr. Big. Victor Crew's not going to have a hard time getting an offense at this point.
That's right. It doesn't look like he's trying too hard either. Just kind of slapping Cali Kid around.
I think Cali Kid, in signing the contract for this match, may have signed his own death sentence here.
That's right. His pride is too much. Look at him just fighting to stay in this. He's already busted open. He can't even stand.
Now Darius King coming back to get him some more.
It's going to be all over.
Oh, look at that super kick from out of nowhere. Perhaps I counted out Cali Kid too soon. Still full of heart is Cali Kid. Let's take a look at that again. Big super kick right on the mush. And just when it looked like it was all over, he takes out Darius Kane. Now it has gone from 5-on-1 to 2-on-1, Damian.
If you would have blinked, you'd have missed it. Came out of nowhere, Mike.
But he's still got Mr. Big to contend with. How on earth is he going to overcome that mountain of a man after what he's been through? He can barely stand up. He's lost his equilibrium.
That's right. The damage is already done. I mean, Darius King has already put him through the ringer. Look at him.
Not to mention the blood loss. He's got to be pretty lightheaded at this point. Now the big man coming in.
The big man. God, Cali Kid still got some fight in him. What's going on here?
Mr. Big, the,
Nope.
the irresistible force and the immovable object all in one. This could be it. Curtains for Cali Kid. No.
How is he staying in this?
I honestly don't know. It's amazing. Cali Kid, definitely impressive with how much intestinal fortitude he has, if not wisdom here. And Mr. Big continuing the beatdown.
I would like to think since Darius King didn't get the job done, Mr. Big's gotta be able to get it done here.
How's Cali Kid even going to super kick this guy?
He can't reach him.
He's out of reach.
Jeez almighty. Well, I don't think he's going to be doing any super kicks if he takes another of those chops.
Mr. Big, undefeated here in Culture Shock Wrestling. Certainly a guy who's just been beat up by 3, 4, 5 guys in and out, tagging in and out, is going to have a hard time beating this unbeatable man, Mr. Big. Big boot.
Mr. Big, he's so huge. I mean, the only way Cali Kid's going to get some offense is if he comes at him out of the sky and hits some high flying, or he's going to show some speed here. But look at Cali Kid.
Yeah, I don't think he's got it in him.
I mean,
Not to be redundant, but every move Mr. Big makes is a big one.
That's right. Here we go. Jeez. Just chopping him into hamburger meat.
Cali Kid hard into the turnbuckle there.
That's right. We're not going to see Cali Kid delivering any body slams to Mr. Big anytime soon.
Nope. Oh, gets a knee up.
Lucky knee.
What have we got here?
Where's he going?
Oh! There's the super kick, but Mr. Big doesn't leave his feet. I don't think he caught all of that again.
No.
Very weakened here. And DJ Durst, look at that.
What's he doing out here?
Well, he's an original member of the Fist.
Yeah, but what's he doing out here now?
Well, it looks like he's trying to cheer on his former leader. And,
Whoa.
oh, out goes Mr. Big.
Oh, and Mr. Big spotted him. There we go.
Mr. Big not taking too kindly to the presence of DJ Durst. But you know what? It's a successful distraction here. That might be part of the plan here.
Distraction. So what are you trying to say? That Cali Kid's got to cheat to beat him?
He's certainly proven he's not above going there.
That's true.
And look at DJ Durst holding him back. He's getting beat down, but he's not going to let him back in the ring. It's going to be a count out.
Now what?
Now Chuck Diamond out here to help. Chuck Diamond been on the wrong end of beatdowns from the Fist before.
Alright.
Perhaps he wants to help out.
Well, the Fist certainly has no shortage in enemies, but this is kind of ridiculous.
Well, it's down to Victor Crew and Cali Kid. Like you said, the old leader and the new leader. But what is Chuck Diamond doing here? Helping him to his feet.
Whoa!
Oh!
I knew it! I knew it.
Belly to back suplex. You know what? I just put 2 and 2 together. That had to be who they were talking to back in their little Fist clubhouse that we saw a few weeks back.
Oh.
A big low blow by
There it
Victor
is.
Crew, as if he even needed to do that at this point.
I don't care who you are, you're not getting up after a low blow.
It was 1 against 5, but it still took 6 guys to take out Cali Kid. Victor Crew, last man standing, officially in the match, but it looks like we've got a new member of the Fist. Look at that. That must have been who they were recruiting out there. You remember that?
Yeah, well, it looks like Chuck Diamond's giving up the dancing. Things have got a little bit more serious.
Once again, getting the blood, Cali Kid on his hands. I don't know
Literally.
what has been offered to Chuck Diamond, formerly a very happy-go-lucky guy. Look at him biting the forehead of Cali Kid.
Well, I'll tell you what, Cali Kid was dumb enough to get himself into this situation, and he's paying for it now.
And the embrace. Boy, don't they make a cute couple. Victor Crew and Chuck Diamond. And the Fist celebrating their big victory
Once again, showing
over the Lone Wolf.
Victor Crew has to have a plan in place if he's going to be pulling in more talent like this. He's got to have a plan.
Handshakes of blood. That's what you get when you join the Fist.
Hey, who's standing there in the ring, Mike? Wouldn't you rather be the guy standing than being Cali Kid laying there in a puddle of your own blood?
No. That's a very valid point. And look at that, Darius Kane taking a few more shots on his way out.
These guys are taking over CSW.
And what happens when they square off with tradition if that comes down the pike?
That's true, Mike. That's a very interesting thought. I'd be very interested to see a match between Tradition and Fist.
Look at Chuck Diamond once again.
Top dog of the hour.
Taking a vicious shot at Cali Kid. Kid is just out of it. He gave all he had. But it took that interference from Chuck Diamond.
All new Chuck Diamond we're seeing here
Suckering
tonight.
him in, I gotta say it. Thought he was the cavalry coming in to help.
And you come for the fist, we leave you laying in a bloody pile. It's the only way it can end.
If there is a hell, Victor Crew is gloating over the intercom. 24/7. Look at that.
Aisle 3.
Look at that maniacal look on the face of Chuck Diamond. A new Chuck Diamond and a new Fist. And we can only hope that Cali Kid can recover from this beating, Damon.
Damian Hendricks, you got to give him credit for fighting the good fight, but Cali Kid finally going down in flames, even after taking out all those members of the Fist. Victor Crew standing victorious at the end.
Now, you give him credit if you want to, man. It was a dumb move on his part. And as you saw there, the outcome, yeah, he got it handed to him. Laying there in a puddle of his own blood, he's got to feel pretty stupid about making the decision and getting in there against those guys.
Well, nonetheless, Victor Crew moves on, and at our next live event, Fallout, September 27th, Saturday night at the House of Hardcore, Victor Crew gets to cash in that #1 contendership match for the Viral Championship of Chris Bracken. What really makes this interesting is it's a member of the Fist versus a member of Tradition.
That's right. These two factions have been on the rise here at CSW. These guys have been just running over people. It's going to be interesting to see them clash here. Also interesting to see, speaking of the Fist, We saw there at the end of that match with Cali Kid, Chuck Diamond. What was his situation? Is he part of the Fist now, or has he just got a personal grudge against Cali Kid? What's up there?
One would think so. I mean, we saw that person hiding in the shadows there that Victor Cruz was trying to recruit a while back. I got to think that was Chuck Diamond. I guess these things will be revealed as we stay tuned here. Another big match coming up at Fallout. It's anything goes. There must be a winner. Mr. Big from the Fist taking on Lane Smart.
That's right, Mike. These guys have been back and forth at each other for months. These guys have been at each other's throats, and finally, we're going to see them get in the ring and let's settle this score, right? We got to see a winner. Pinfall or submission. These guys are going to take it to each other, and we're going to see a winner, and finally, an outcome here.
Yeah, very unpredictable. If ever there were two guys with a mean streak and an unconquerable, invincible air about them, it's both Mr. Big and Lane Smart.
Oh, okay, but the best part about Fallout coming up, I got the CSW Championship finally getting put up on the line against Lucha LaCora, the #1 contender. What do you think, Mike? Does Lucha LaCora have the momentum to come into CSW Fallout and take the title?
Chris Ty certainly has his hands full. I know his fellow members in tradition have always got his back. You never know what's going to come into play. Of course, Chris Ty, a very capable champion himself. He may pull out the victory fair and square, but it seems like momentum is on Lucha LaCura's side.
Oh, you also can't count out that tradition is holding all the gold here at CSW. They got the tag titles, they got the viral title, and they got the CSW championship. These guys are on a roll here, and it's going to be hard for maybe anyone to take any of these titles at Fallout. These guys are taking charge.
Well, let's see if Chris Ty is the first to fall and drop the gold. You can only find that out by attending Fallout. Again, that is September 27th. This coming Saturday at the Mossy Head Community Center. We certainly hope to see you all there. And until the next episode of Viral, for Damian Hendricks, I'm Mike Roycroft signing off. We hope to see you there.